And let's say you want to define MFA policy for Okta Admin Console. Okay, this is a predefined policy that is default rule available. So you can go ahead and delete some, say, add something like Click Edit. So instead of just password, I'm enforcing password with IDP factor. Okay, sorry, password IDP with any MFA factor. So here you can see your organization authenticators that satisfy this requirement. Password should be entered and any of these three should be entered okay. Then only he can be able to access the admin console. Now let me save this, and in a global way. Okay, I'm keeping this thing as password only. Okay. I'm going to change everything back so that I can show you how the global session policy works. Okay, I'm editing this. Okay, it is only password, fine. And where is it? Okay, Zoom app. Okay, it have both, so let me edit and update it to password. Click Save. Okay, what else authentication policies they have? Okay, now I don't have any authentication policies that enforce for MFA, right? I have removed all the policies that I have configured. Now let me go ahead. I'll show you the decision policy for this use for this Okta tenant, and let's see how it behaves. Okay. Click at Policy. Define something like Global Policy. Okay. Mention some description. I want all my users okay. Everyone uses to go through this MFA policies okay. I have created a policy and it is asking for rule. Okay, everyone rule. I can define all the list of details here. For example, if the user IP is coming from zone, so this zone, I'll tell you okay. Just don't need to get confused as of now. I will come directly here. Okay, I just need to establish the user session with any factor used to meet the authentication policy requirement. Which means I am going to enforce all the users to configure at least one MFA factor other than password. I'm saying OK. And here I'm mentioning a multi-factor authentication should go through. It is required OK. And at every single sign-on. OK, and these things are session management. So don't need to worry. Create rule. That's it. OK, I have created a global policy now. Let me try to access all these applications from again. Open the session. New session. Open the dev instance and I have been landed in the Zoom app page. Okay. Is it clear, Pramodha? Yeah, but... Okay, so if we set up, like in a global, that means not required to each an application, individual application, not required to set up that authenticator. No, I'm not saying it is not required. It is not needed actually. But if still some people will ask, like they want specific MFA policy for their application. Even though if you define global policy, you can define policies for application also. That's optional, right? If they want, they can do yes. It completely depends on the organization decision. Okay, some organization will say like, why to give multiple MFA policies Multiple multi-factor authentication factors. Okay. Let's give only one policy that is applicable to all the users, all the sessions. Okay, some organization will accept that. Some organization will say like, no, some of my users, some project users, cannot able to access mobile. So for that users, for that application, I need to use YubiKey or some RSA token ID, something like that. They will give some requirement. During that only, you need to go ahead with an individual application-based policy. Or some company will say that no need of give global policy. Okay. Give policy for each and every application, each and every objects. For Okta Admin Console give some policy. For application, Zoom application give another policy, so likewise they will give that kind of requirement also. So it completely depends on your organization, but both the ways are possible. Okay. Yeah. Let me update the content today. So what are the things that we have covered? Okay. We discussed about Rockstar Okta plugin. Okay. MFA in Okta. Factors in Okta. Global session policy in Okta. What else we have seen? App-based policies in Okta for MFA. Okay. Factor setup. Okay. What are all the factors that you can set up for your organization? Okay. That is done. I think we have covered everything.